The final notes of Rachmaninoff's third concerto fractured into a discordant crash under Liam's fist. "It's impossible," he yelled, the sound swallowed by the cavernous, empty hall of the Blackwood Conservatory. For weeks, this place, the Everest for pianists, had mocked him, its complexity a fortress his talent couldn't breach. A scholarship, his future, it all hinged on this. A soft, rhythmic squeak pulled him from his rage. In the doorway stood Samuel, the old janitor, his back stooped from decades of pushing a mop. His face was a roadmap of wrinkles, his eyes holding a weary calm. "Rough night, son?" Samuel's voice was raspy like old parchment. Liam scoffed, sweeping his sheet music off the piano in a frustrated cascade of paper. "What would you know about it? Just stick to your floors." He didn't wait for a reply, grabbing his coat and storming out, leaving the door ajar. Samuel watched him go, a flicker of something unreadable in his eyes. He slowly walked his cart into the hall, the scent of lemon polish filling the air. He stopped beside the magnificent concert grand, its polished ebony surface reflecting his tired face. His gnarled, work-worn fingers, trembling slightly, hovered over the keys. For a moment, he just looked at them, a ghost of a memory playing behind his eyes. Then he sat. He didn't need the sheet music scattered on the floor. His hands, which seemed so stiff and clumsy holding a mop handle, came alive. They danced across the ivory, not with the frantic energy of Liam, but with a deep, soulful understanding. The impossible runs flowed like water. The thunderous chords echoed with a pain and passion that Liam, in all his youthful ambition, could never comprehend. He wasn't just playing the notes. He was telling the story behind them. Outside, a freezing wind whipped Liam's face. He cursed, realizing he'd forgotten his prized sheet music. Grumbling, he trudged back, pushing the conservatory door open just enough to peek in. And then he froze. The music pouring from the hall was perfect. It was the concerto, but played with a heartbreaking beauty he had only ever heard on legendary recordings. He saw Samuel at the piano, eyes closed, lost in the sound. The janitor, the old man he'd dismissed without a second thought, was conquering his Everest with breathtaking grace. The final, triumphant chord faded, its resonance hanging in the silent hall like a prayer. The silence was broken only by the soft thud of Liam's forgotten music slipping from his numb fingers. Samuel's eyes opened slowly. They weren't weary anymore. They were alight with a fire Liam had never seen. He saw the young man standing in the doorway, his face pale with shock. Liam could barely speak. Who are you?" Samuel gave a small, sad smile and slowly stood up, his body returning to its familiar stoop. "I'm just the janitor," he said softly. He gestured to a small, faded scar that ran across the back of his right hand. "But a long time ago," he added, his voice barely a whisper, "before this hand met a car door and a dream died. They called me Samuel Petrov, the maestro of Moscow." Liam stared, speechless, as the old man picked up his mop. The music had stopped, but in the reverent silence of the grand hall, Liam had just received the most profound lesson of his life.